The time is 8 o'clock p.m.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Anatomic. Hello, welcome. Hope you're having a good day today. I was in your stream today for a little bit because I was working and lurking, or yeah, or no, that was another day. Sorry. Um, or I don't know how many streams there was today, but I think I was. Can't remember. But I hope you're doing well. Yes. It is the evening. It's the end of the week again. But today we are gonna continue on with the wig because it's still not finished, as you can see. I after last time I sewed on the second row because I was bored. I needed a break from my homework, so I started sewing, and now that one's done. So today we're hopefully going to sew on the third row. Yes, that's what I had planned. And other than not that much. Did I? Yeah, because I think I went to your stream first, then to Jellies, then to some Koi's, then to Hut Armories, and then I can't remember. I went to all the streams today, even though I was at work actually. Yeah, with time. So yeah. How am I gonna pin this? I have some pins still stuck in the head. But yeah, this is. I don't know if I have the camera at a good angle. But I hope you guys can see, and if not, because I change it every time I do something. Because I will also put it aside. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna grab more wefts. The way this in neurotic. Sorry. Neurotic, yes, hi. My brain did an error. my bad. It's been a long week. But very exciting news as well. I know. Now I'm gonna go on. I bought more fabric. Woo! I'm very happy with it because for anyone who doesn't know, one of my future projects is gonna be a fursuit. And wait, I do want to show because I've got a whole bag. It's like 3 meters because I didn't know how much I needed. Wait, what's the best? Is this a good screen or I think this one? Yeah. Let me grab it. Not sponsored or anything, but I got a big ass bag. And it has this lovely fur fabric. I don't know if you can see the colour a bit, but it's a bit of a shorter one as well. But that's exactly what I wanted because it's gonna be a shark, and you know, sharks aren't that. Like, ta-da! It's like 3 meters. I wanted this one for so long because this is the exact color I need for the fursuit that I'm making, that I want to make. And it's gonna be a shark tortoise fursuit. And hello, really. And this is for stream. Nice. Welcome back on your laptop. Also, I need to change my chat. I forget that I do that. So that I don't have to scroll down every time. I finished my Jinx. And I did some editing on... Oh, nice! Congratulations! That's very hecking exciting. I also bought some fabric for Venti as well. But... I can grab it as well. But one of them is just a simple white cotton. And... felt for the leaves, although I'm not sure if it's a good one, but it's something at least. I will go somewhere tomorrow as well where I could buy felt, so I might see a better one, but I just bought it because unfortunately the shop where I did buy it from, it's unfortunately closing. So this Thursday was the first day where they were selling out all their fabrics, and I'm so happy that I got this fur fabric because it's been there for like 1.5 years, and I was like, I hope nobody's gonna buy it. And now I bought the whole roll, well, like everything that was left over from the roll, and I'm just so happy that I got it because yeah, it was. I forgot to put the fur fabric on there, but it's quite nice. It's just like the biggest one because I got 3 meters of it because I didn't know how much I needed to get with all the pleating and the ruffles that I'm gonna make for Venti's blouse. So I thought just grab some big amount and that'll probably alright. The other ones were for the lining for the cape, for like the darkest like design that's in there. and I bought 2 of them because I didn't know, because I forgot to bring like a little little piece of fabric. Then I cut it out and I put it on the table to take with me whenever I was gonna buy fabric, but then I completely forgot to take it with me. So I bought like 1 meter of both of them to just see which one I like more, and the one that I picked first is the one that I actually like. So I have a pretty good eye, I guess, in what I think looks good. But just in case I bought the other one. Yeah, I know. It's like, I don't know why I do it. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna not forget something this time, but then I still forget. Like, it's like the same with the little piece I cut out for the corset as well, because it was the exact brown I wanted. And now I did think I got a little lighter brown, but I think it'll be alright, because it's a very nice strong fabric with a little tiny bit of stretch, but it depends on which way you put it, because if you like pull it this way, it's not stretchy, but the other way is. So I need to cut it out in a way that I don't have the stretchy side, if that makes sense. Also, I'm just gonna pin these again, because that's the first step. But other than that, it was kind of a strong fabric than any other fabric that I've gotten so far, so I hope it's good. And if not, I have only lost like €4 on it, because the fabric was already a lower price than the original one, and then there was also 50% off. So it like, the felt that I got was like 95 cents, and it went to 50 cents. Or like something around 50 cents, and I was like, yeah, that's really, really cheap. But very understandable, because they just want to get rid of the fabrics, because they're gonna close. It's like very understandable, and it was so busy as well. Yeah, I do like sales as well, but this is kind of like a sad sale, because they got bankrupt, or well, at least how do I say that? They can't really continue selling stuff anymore, which is quite sad, because it's a very famous like fabric shop, because they've got like multiple locations as well, which many other fabric shops don't have. Like they're only like that one city, or they're only in that region. And it's just so sad. And there were so many other fabrics, but I'm like, I need to buy something that I'm gonna make something out of. And I would have loved if I could find the green fabric I wanted to use, because that's literally the only one I still need. That's why I also lowered my little goal, because in case if I do still need a little bit more, also with dollars to euros, euros are a little less, so when I get it, like, it's okay though. I do still really appreciate for people that do help me out, but I do get less because PayPal and stuff converts it immediately. But I did save up already €22 for the green fabric, and I just want to be safe and just save up a little more to buy it. And then that's the last one, and if not, I might just need to buy one more for the corset, but I'm not sure, because the fabric that I bought, the inside of it's a darker brown, and I might see if I could use that side as well, because I've got like 1.5 meters by, or like it's 155 by 150 centimeters, which is quite a lot for what the price was. So I could show it, but I just need to grab it basically. But I'll pin these down and I can show you guys, because I'm just very excited to show, because that means if you got the green fabric, we can actually start cutting out the fabrics and make the final garments, which is hecking exciting. Because that means we're doing a good job. Also, I'm gonna put my heater down a little bit, which also gives me the opportunity. Put these two. Oh yeah, and those. But yeah, the felt doesn't look the prettiest, but this is the felt, and it was like very, very cheap. But it is a little thicker, and I think for the leaves that might be good as well. But I'm gonna do a test on it as well, because it doesn't say if it's what kind of material it is. It just says how much like how much it is and how much it costs. Yeah, it is quite a nice green, although I now realise I needed a lighter green, so I might not use it, but I was like, I'm just gonna get it anyway, because it was quite nice, and just so to help the shop a little bit. And this is the brown. It doesn't show. It is a brighter brown. But what I meant is, can I show that without? Yeah, it's like the inside here is a lot darker, and I think, I don't know if I could use that or not, but it does look really cool. And it is a pretty brown though. It is quite a nice fabric. And it was like, this is $7.75, but it was cheaper than that. I actually cut that stuff from old pull tapes for free. She was okay, nice. That's quite funny. But yeah, that's one of the other fabrics, and the other ones are just like lining fabric. So the one that I already got from the person that unfortunately passed away, I am gonna reuse those ones, although there are some spots in there that aren't that pretty, but I think I can cut around them, which is quite nice. So it's not too bad. I'm gonna move that one a little. But yeah. So we're getting along with that very nicely as well, which is quite nice. Also, I made a new friend. I got a new cosplayer in the Netherlands, because I'm not that social, but I don't know, for some reason on Thursday I was very, very social, and I wore my Guoba hoodie and they recognized it, and it was so cool, because I normally never meet people that do cosplay like in the wild, I guess, or just like on a random day where you're just buying fabrics, and apparently they lived very close, so if I still need like one fabric, I can like, hey, could you get something like this for me? And it was so nice. And they were also making a Genshin cosplay. They're making Diluc. Also a Yuri on Ice cosplay as well, which is like, yes. And they're very talented cosplayer as well. And I noticed that some friends or some people that I know follow them as well. Do that. I dressed as a wizard going by groceries. Nice. And it was just such a nice experience. Although I did feel like I was talking way too much to them. Like I was telling my whole life story for some reason. But it was very, very nice. And because they got like the very nice roll of cotton fabric, like the white one that I wanted. And they were in the line earlier than me because there were two like very long lines. I was in that line for like an hour, but it was worth it. It was totally worth it, and they came back with the cotton so that I could buy it as well, which is quite nice. And it's just, oh, they're a very cool bean as well, and they've been making cosplay for not that long as well, and they also very cool. But they went on the, I guess I saw on their Instagram, but they went on the catwalk for the Comic-Con here in the Netherlands. Yeah, they're very, very cool. And they helped me carry my very heavy bag of fabrics to the bus stop. Well, close by the bus stop because they live very close to it. So they were like, yeah, I'm going home, because it was raining as well. It was like very bad weather. So it was like really nice. Such a nice person. Which is like, this never happens to me. So I don't know, it was such a nice day. And then I also finished, hey Shadow, hi, welcome. I met a very cool cosplay bean Thursday. And they live very, they live well, not that close by, but where I bought the fabrics, they lived close by that. But yeah, I met a cool person that, if we go to a Dutch Comic Con, I don't know when, but maybe again, we might see them, or they might recognize us and they think like, hi, because they're a very cool bean. And I don't know, I just don't know many Dutch cosplayers. I know, yeah, that's okay. Thank you for the lurk, and thank you for joining. I hope you had a nice Friday so far. Because for now, sorry if I'm working off stream a bit. This part, like this lower part on sewing, is the most annoying. Because you need to put it in a way that it doesn't... I'm just going to do one more stitch to secure that it's gonna stay on there. Got some messages. I don't have Discord open though. Oh no. Did I mess it up? Please no. Don't be an ass at the beginning. No. Oh, this is the worst. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna redo this one. Sometimes that just happens. It's just really annoying. Because it wasn't doing the thing that I wanted it to do. So I'm just attaching the thread. Gee. Oh. To the wick cap. I might just finish off. Ah, nice. Oh yeah, I saw the trees on Instagram. They look very cool. I've never seen someone make something like that before. They look very lovely. I think I liked one of them because they look so pretty, and then they. Okay, I'm just gonna try and make a knot in here. Also, I know I saw the messages. I can't read them at the moment. Can you walk with me today? Thank you very much. I'm really bad at making knots in thread. I know, yeah, but there's a very easy way, but it doesn't work. I don't have fingernails, so it does not work for me, which is quite annoying. Because then you think you're making a knot, and then you've got 3 in a row. This is the worst. So I think I'm gonna move it a little bit over here. I know I got the best camera setups. I paid like, I don't remember how much, but I think it was around 60 euros for this whole setup, which is what I had at the time. Used to make little gem jewelry. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, now I think I can do it. That's so cool. I don't know quite how you do it, but you're doing a great job so far. It looks amazing. And I forgot about them though, as it's Mother Tree of Life, so no, that's cool. That makes it even cooler. Okay, we got it attached. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, I don't know how this stitch is called, so if anyone does know, please help me. But you basically grab a bit of the wig cap itself and then go through the weft if it wants to. Sorry, give me a second. And then you just go back into the loop. So you got a little loop. You just go back into it. I just wiggle wiggle. One law. I have to do this soon. Oh no. Well, I hope it goes well though. But yeah, and then you go all the way around with that stitch. I just don't know how this stitch is called. I even forgot the word in Dutch as well. Which is super great. Because then I don't know how to explain things. When I literally forget any word that I could know. Because it's not the applique stitch, which we will use mostly for all the details. It's yeah, double. I have that way too many times. Like, I know there is a word for it in both languages, but then I forget both words. And I just try to describe it because I don't know how else to say it. And then I ask a friend, and like, yeah, do you know what blah 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 blah, what word that describes? And I'm like, I don't know either. Because then they also think they know it in English, but then they forget that word as well. So they try to think of it in Dutch as well, but then they forget that word. Or they don't know that word for it in Dutch. And then you're just stuck. And it's the worst. It's just, oh, it's terrible. But eventually you're like, oh yeah, that word. Yeah, that word. I really can't get to the word. I was mixing. Yeah, I'm since I've been talking like a lot in English on streams as well. My Dutch has gone down with like talking to people, and now I use way more English words to describe things because I just can't remember them in Dutch. It's like, because many people that I know, they aren't that great at English, so I'm very used to explaining my English words so they can understand what I'm saying. And then sometimes I forget, like, oh yeah, people can actually speak English here in the Netherlands sometimes. And then I correct myself for trying to explain my English even though they know English. Or sometimes I have a phrase like, oh yeah, people actually do know what I'm talking about. Which was very fun at the fabric shop as well, because I was talking about cosplay and stuff, and I did not know because sometimes all the people don't know what the cosplay is, so I started with, I make costumes and stuff like that, and they say, oh yeah, like cosplay, and I'm like, yeah, like cosplay. So I automatically like explain it in like baby language, basically. Which means more of like for people that don't know what I do, but I use words that like kind of are similar to it, so that I can still understand what I do. But then you come across people like they actually do know what you do, which is it's nice as well to like that you don't have to explain every little thing you do, because some people actually do know what you do, and they're very very nice people there. Because even though it was very busy, everyone was still civil. Like it wasn't like the Black Friday like mentality that some people have. Yeah, Barbarian is Latvian. So when I speak a different language, sometimes you forget even a stupid simple word, so you end up swapping for a different language and end up saying a sentence like that. Yes. But I have that with English, so sometimes when I do that, I'm like, should I say the English words? Because it's mostly when I'm talking with my mum, because they don't quite know English that well. They're very good in Dutch because they like they studied the language because it was required for this job they wanted to do, or this or at least a college study. Unfortunately, they did not get in the end, so they learned Dutch all for nothing, basically. But they're still really good at it, which helps me a lot with my assignments. Oh, nice. Yeah, most of the language we standardly learn in school, so it's kind of like required and stuff, unless it depends on what kind of like level of education you do. Because for me, for what I did not learn French, but people that did a higher like education than me did learn French in school. But I did learn German for 1 year. Although, like I said before, I did not really learn German. I learned how to copy answers in German. And maybe, well, they did give me a compliment about my accent in German, which it was kind of nice, but I don't know, for some reason my accents are always quite good, or at least they sound natural and like pretty, I guess. We have a few in school, but yeah, because I could also learn Spanish in school, like in my study as an extra class, although I technically don't need to do that, because like for me to get my diploma, I need to like follow a few extra classes there. So I don't know, you have more knowledge or something. I don't know quite the reason, but it just requires you like a certain amount of hours. But I already got those. But I could still do, well, not anymore now, but I could have chosen to learn Spanish as well, but that would also mean I would need to do that whilst I'm doing my exams this year. And I'm like, sorry. I know I'm a very good student, but I'm not going to do that to myself. I know. I got a high grade in English, and and a bad grade in my... Yes. That's very very much me as well. I because like my final exams for my language and stuff, we have them in 3 parts that gets added up to one like grade, and for one exam in Dutch I failed, and the other one I did pass. So hopefully if I do the last exam, like get a really high grade, I might not have to redo the other one that I failed, which is quite nice. Because the end score needs to be like like a positive grade, or like one that's like higher than a 6, because we go from 1 to 10 in our grading system. Very simple. And you've got like the 5.5, which is which we call een studententeam, which is basically like very ironic, because if you get that, you still made it, but just barely. I promise there will be better angles at one point. This is just the most annoying place to start, but this is the best place to start. Yeah. But I'm not sure if I'm adding too much here though. I really don't know how much hair a wig needs to have. I'm just adding on as many as I want, because this looks pretty nice, I think. And if not, I can always cut stuff up, I suppose. We're gonna style it in the end as well. We have that wanted in school, but a 4 is a pass. Okay, yeah, like for us, most of the time they like say you need a 6 or above. But I think officially a 5.5 is the one, or a 5.5 and up will pass. Although they're like, yeah, if you get a 6, you pass as well, because they just want you to get a higher score or do like your best a little bit more. And sometimes they say you need to require a 7 or a higher grade. Like the same with like the points, because for all our stuff and the assignments that we do in school, we get points, and we need to get a certain amount of points in 1 year to like go over to the next year. And technically you need only 70% of those points to get to the next year, but they always say to get 85%, which is like, why? You got the 70%, you're still gonna go to the next year, but they just want you to overachieve. And like for me, I did. Because last year it was a little less than my first year, but I got like 90% last year. So I was well over like the score they want you to have, which like apparently puts me in the best student list, or like I'm a role model for students apparently, because I do so well, even though I'm like, no. Do you know how I do my homework? It's like the same as everyone else. Like, I don't know what I do to make it better. Like, I really don't know. I think I was in the worst students. Oopsie. Yeah, like, I don't know why it always is, but they always say I'm such a good student. I'm like, I'm just following the rules you put in. That isn't that normal though? Isn't that why there are rules? Like, do you expect every student to just not follow the rules you put in? Or like, I just do what you say I need to do, and I do it. I don't see the problem here, why that makes me better than everyone else. Like, I sometimes don't get that, which I'm like, sure, thanks. But now everyone believes I'm so good, and I'm like, I don't know, because maybe that's just me though, that I don't believe in myself yet, which I'm trying, because like, I just need to see myself first before I believe it. And that's mostly with myself as well. And I know, maybe it's because my low self-esteem that I am working on, and I'm getting better at it, but yeah, it's not the best. I never showed up, pretty much only showed up during exams, during graduation. Okay, yeah, and then that's kind of a different student than I am. I show up way too early. I show up for anything, even though I don't need to be there. I just do what they say that they need me to do, because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know why, but I just don't like that. And then they have nothing to say against me. That I'm like, yeah, but I did do that. You're just being mean. Oop, got another message. Oh yeah, I needed to read those as well. I'm just not trying to use my phone because it's like on 14% at the moment, I believe. It's very low. I watched a lot of streams today, which like tanks my battery life. But yeah, it's gonna be really weird going to school again. Because, oh, are they making me hecking nervous, bro? They, like, even... Oh my! Wait, really? They're selling plushies now? Okay. Sorry, it was, I did show up on a Sunday one time, but I lost track of time. Oh no! I had that with work. I thought I was working on the 30th. Like, I don't know when it was exactly again, but it was in the summer somewhere. And I was a week too early because what they told me was the wrong date. Or I think I heard it wrong. Which was just, it was very embarrassing. But I left and I said I would work a different day to still... Because it was at a different location, but still from the same company that I work for. If that makes sense. And they needed help because everyone was on vacation and they had like a lot of work to do. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to work today, but I could come by tomorrow. Because I was just too embarrassed to stay. Like the most earliest I've gotten for like an appointment at school was like 40 minutes too early. Because I think it also had to do with the bus. Or no, it had to do with biking. Because it was at like a different school, but I was close to the school I went to. And I did not know how long it would take me to bike from home to my school to the new school. So I thought like I'm gonna take the time that I need, and I was way too early because I biked too fast because I don't know how fast I bike. I'm really good at biking. And I'm way too fast, or faster than I think I am. One time I called my boss because nobody was at work and I asked where the hell everyone was. So yeah, daylight saving is a thing. Oh yeah. That as well, daylight savings. Luckily, it never bothers me. Or I have never like really had anything on the day where they changed the time and stuff. So I'd like either had nothing to do, or I think I was streaming at one day where the time changed, or maybe not. I can't remember. But like it never really impacts me that much. But I can understand that for some people it's like really annoying. Because some people don't get well. They like... It's just not good for them, basically. And I'm like, I'm fine, actually. But I'm like, yeah, I can understand. It's not that great. So how many am I using as well? I don't know how much I use so far. I did not count it. But I can go back as well. I can go back. Also, I need to decide how I'm gonna do the braids, the shading that I did. Because I have a few layers of it. These are very long, because I did not know, because when you braid stuff it shortens up. But the one I have, it's just this color. The other one is this one. It's the same one but with the dark blue in it, and it's a little shorter. And then, like, if it wants to separate, it might not be that well. It's a little janked. But the other one also has it in, but they're a bit longer. I just don't know in which order I wanted to do them. But they're gonna be right over here, I believe, on where the braids would sit, which is like almost at the point where I am. I just don't know how I'm gonna place them, but I might sew them on first and then continue with the dark blue here. But I just want to finish this one first because we're almost an hour in. I had a wig with pretty long hair for the Jinx one. Oh yeah, because Jinx has a really long braid, like that's almost 2 meters as well. Dang. There's one hanging tail, or a braid of a tail. English, yes. It go yes. Very good. Wait, this is what we've done so far. Wrong way. Because I mirrored the camera. And I forget I did that. Oh, thank you for the hydrate as well. I will drink some water. I also saw the message, by the way, Bradley. And it's very funny that Adopt Me is making making dolls now. Or like the stuffed animals. But it's a little hydrate. Oh, we're almost an hour in. And I'm actually on time today. Because I don't know for what reason, but I've got the energy today. I will probably go till 10, maybe 10:30. Because I can't go till too late, because I have a quilting bee tomorrow and work. And then Sunday I have work again as well, which is why I won't have a Sunday stream this week and next week. Because next week I'm going to go to my sister's birthday. Because she's going to be... it's going to be her birthday next week, which is quite exciting. And this is going to be her first birthday in her new house as well, which is quite exciting. It's like, yay! Oh, nice! Like, it's also going to be my father's birthday, but I can't remember the dates. I'm really bad at them. Cause, like, I remember the birthday of my boyfriend. I remember the birthday of my brothers. But I can't remember the one of my father, my mother, and my sisters. Like, I don't know why. The 22nd... Oh, nice. That is very soon. That's on the day that I'm going to celebrate my sister's birthday. But I think it's on the 17th or the 19th. But I can't remember which one it was. But I do think it was on the 17th. I think I had that one before. More recently, but I honestly can't remember. Oh, this is why you should never ask me, did you remember my birthday? I'm like, no. Even if you tell me like 1,000,000 times, or maybe then I will remember. But like, if you just tell me one time, I will forget. I will definitely forget. Which is, oh. I'm also gonna have my birthday this year, which is still pretty far away, and it's like very sad because it's right in the middle of my exams as well. Yeah, you remember the birthday? Tell me my birthday. No, you don't have to do that though, because yeah, it's in April for anyone who wants to know. Yeah, the 13th, which is on a Friday. Which one was it again? Because this year is like the one special year in like, because you get this year only in like 4 years. We call it a schikkeljaar, but I don't know the English word for it. But it's like we have an extra day in February, I believe. Which means my birthday is gonna be on a Tuesday. Yay. A leap year, that was the good. And good evening. Hi. We are doing wig work. We're working on the second or the third row. And we are this far. This is how much I did in like almost like 50 minutes. But I forgot to do a few things. I'm very good at streaming. Yes. There we go. And wait. I don't know if I need to spell that with the I'm very good at spelling. Yes. Did I do it right? No, I don't think I did. Okay. Give me a second. Oh no, I forget to do the thingy. Sorry, I'm very bad. I don't do this this often. My bad. But these are very cool beans. They also do cosplay. You've got a very difficult name for me to spell, but yes, there we go. But they, Atomic and Hibi's Asylum, they are very cool beans. You should go and check them out. I know, but everyone always shouts me out in their streams and I always forget to do that, so I just want to return the favor. Because you also you deserve recognition as well. Because cool beans share each other's, each other's streams. And I just want to return the favor because you're all also nice. And I also want to be nice to you guys. So, and I just want to remember myself that I want to do that. Because I made it specifically for this. To like shout out the cool beans that are here in the stream as well. That also stream. Because Atomic is also making a cosplay for TwitchCon. It's from Digimon. But which character, I have no idea. But they got really cool wings and armor. Hibi's Asylum is also making a very cool cosplay for, or it was I think it was from Warhammer, or at least it's a very cool like nun warrior, if I remember correctly. But they're all doing such a great job. They're so talented as well. Or Affinium. Oh yeah, the one. But they're so cool. So go check them out if you have the time. They have very chill streams as well. And maybe if we both get in, because I don't know if Hibi's is also participating in TwitchCon, but Atomic, if we do, it's gonna be so cool to meet each other. I mean, everyone that's gonna join, it's gonna be so cool to like see all the cosplays in real life, like face to face and stuff. I'm just getting so hyped for it already. I already want my exams to be finished. I am. Oh, you are. Ooh, the Sisters of Battle. That was it. Oh, cool. Is it for the armor category? I assume. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw a lot of armor, and I'm like, maybe. But it's a very cool cosplay as well. I just forgot if you were or weren't. But yeah, they're very cool as well. And we're all here, or I don't know Hibis as well, but we're all here because of Jelly, or Crafty Jellyfish. If you don't know, they're also a very amazing cool bean. Which they aren't gonna go for 2023, but 2024 TwitchCon. Which is also, they're gonna make such a beautiful cosplay as well from the Owl House. I'm gonna say spoilers though, but go back, you stupid little friend. There we go. This is might be the worst way to sew this on, but it's the way I know how, and it's gonna look pretty. That basically it. It's very annoying because I could also like put it on the very beautiful wig stand thingy that I made, like this thingy here. I can put it on here. And then maybe so, but then I can't really see anything because it gets really dark. We need to figure. Oh yeah, convince my jelly. Definitely, yeah. If we all get in, we need to make a picture of the jelly cult, or the jelly convinced me group. Or no, it's the jelly convinced me to cosplay club. Or no, it's the jelly convinced me to enter club. There we go, that's better. You do see a bit of the glue like here, but depending on how we do this, you won't see that. Yeah, because that's why I... That's the only little like thing that is, if you like fold it like open, you can see like the glue and stuff. But if you fold it nicely enough, you won't see it. And this is the back, which you most like won't see much as well. And like if I could like pull this up as well, and you'll see more glue on this side. If it wants, there we go. Like, it doesn't look too bad though. Like, probably for the front, I will sew down an extra row in the middle so that it's gonna, like, fold, but stay down, if you get what I mean. But yeah, this is gonna be long-haired venti before I style it. Oh yeah, let's make a little cushion with all the hair, because I've really made these too long. That's because I'm very bad at like knowing how long it needs to be. I'm not that good at that yet for wigs. But I'm glad it's too long and not too short, because then I would have needed to make these all over again, which is no fun. Well, it is fun, but it's like, if you have to do it over again because you made a mistake, it's like, it turns into a chore and it's not that fun anymore. But when you do it and it's going all well, then it's fun. But yeah, Jelly did because she made it sound so fun, and I was like, yes, this is a competition I want to go in, because many of the competitions that I have participated in, specifically in like jiu-jitsu and horseback riding, or horse riding, however you call it, a lot of people were very toxic and just not nice in general. So then I had this view of contests and stuff like everyone's gonna be mean and it's not gonna be fun. And I did hear from some other people that it's like, yeah, some people are very, very competitive and it gets very ugly, or like it's not that great. And then Jelly came and they said like, no, it's actually good here. It's everyone is so oh yes, you go and do that. It was so lovely to see you, Atomic, and you go and do your mom stuff. But yeah, Jelly just showed me that, yeah, not every competition is like that. There are actually cool and nice people at competitions. So yeah, I did on some archery competitions. It's pretty good sportsmanship, but most are afraid you shoot them if they. Ooh, yeah. It can be a bit dangerous, I guess. Well, let's hope this all stays. Did not. Sorry, I need to go back a bit. I did not pull them.
The time is 9 o'clock p.m.
Get this little thread here, but it's not wanting to do the thing that I needed to do. But yeah, it sounded like a lot of fun, and it is actually a good competition that actually pays you to go, instead of you needing to pay a lot to go. Because I know one competition here that I could have done before this one, which they don't get you your tickets, I believe, and the prices for like the winners aren't that high. It's like for the Dutch Comic Con, or Heroes Dutch Comic Con, as they call themselves, or how it's officially called. And yeah, I've never participated in before, but I know a friend of mine does, and I don't remember what their opinion was about it, but I was not planning on entering my Sisters of Battle, but no, taking on another cosplay to enter. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, you are making a very cool one as well, with like the one you were making the corset for, right? If I remember correctly. Because I think I found or competitions, yeah. I think that's what you meant to say, but I like, I get it. I make sentences like that as well, where I think I typed a word, but then I completely forgot to type it. So it's okay. I kind of thought I knew you were what you were wanting to say. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure what the competitions I'm gonna do after this, but we'll see. The costed belt is full. Oh, for the sister banners as well. However, it took some. Oh yeah, for that one, the ship mistress. And that's my phone again. Sorry, let me see what it is, because it could be my mum. Nope. That's a lot of messages. Also, I finally know how to put a link in your stories on Instagram. Woo! Because for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how people were putting these links in their stories on Instagram, and then I scrolled up when you make a story, and then it was right there in front of me. Like, how did I not see this before? Like, but I did it for the first time. I don't know if anyone's here from Instagram, but hi. Welcome. But I'm gonna try and do that as well, because promotion, yay! Because I do it standardly in a few Discord servers. To let like people that know me know that I'm live. It sounded like I said that one wrong, but it doesn't matter. Where was I going with? I don't know. But yeah, I hope the corset is going well so far. I can't quite remember how far you were. But yeah, I do think I know how I'm gonna make my own corset. Because I will be making the pattern, and I'm still deciding if I'm gonna make a duct tape dummy, or if I'm gonna draw it on paper like how I did the other patterns. But I think I'm gonna make the corset, the duct tape dummy, because I saw someone else do that, and it was quite nice. I just need to do more research on it, because Sunkoi gave me a few lovely videos as well. Yeah, I have got a Discord. I should really. Oh yeah, okay. Getting a Discord, like mine isn't that busy yet, but I do like to share stuff. Like for example, if I use tutorials, I would post a link in there so that I have a reference if I ever need to like show. Yeah, I use this to help me make this, so that I don't forget from all the lovely people that helped me make this cosplay as well. Because many things I do think of on my own, but some things that I have never made before, I'm like, YouTube, yes, a very good source. And if not, like links I've got from other people, I will share them. So just that I don't forget myself. And if anyone else wants to make it, they know where I got it from. So yeah, that's why I also like to use my Discord. But yeah, it's not that like busy, or like there's not a lot of people there yet, but we are still growing. I am still very new. Like, I don't know when I can say that I'm not new to Twitch anymore, but like I've been here for almost half a year now, which is quite a lot as well, because we started with this whole cosplay in August. I can't imagine being like I don't know how far it's gonna be in half a year. Like, I needed to take my time. I thought I needed so much time for this, so I wanted to start it early. And now I'm like, yeah, I think we took enough time for this one. Because we're already done with 3 patterns, and we need to make like 2 more, and then we're done with all the clothing. We need to finish a wig, which is doable. Because if I work on it every Friday for like 2 hours, like I can get pretty far. And then style it as well, which is gonna be the more harder part, because I don't know how to style wigs. Which is also gonna be a thing. The lamp, yes. Let's do this. I feel that's taking time and learning. Yeah. And I just, because there are a few things that I'm doing a little bit later that I'm like, yeah, it's quite nice that I got a lot of things finished already, because now I can take my time for those. And also just to save up money to buy the things for like the corset and stuff, because I'm gonna buy boning or boning for it as well. I just can't decide if I want synthetic whale boning or the circle steel thingamajiggies, like it's steel boning with the circle thingies. I can't remember the name of it. Tip for a wig styling, check out Drag Queen vids. Okay, oh, drag queens. Let's see, let me get, because I know what you meant. Spiral boning, yeah, that was it. I haven't anything in law I need to throw. Oh, that was from a different. So you got the same name color. I need to throw stuff. Okay, yeah, spiral boning. That was the one. Yeah, and it's probably mostly for the venti wig, because like I could probably find some videos for that one as well. And I have heard a few from like other people, especially from the Hatsune Miku, the strawberry cosplay that Summer Spaceman made. They also like explained it like very simple and very well, because sometimes you need to explain like very simple to me. Don't like sometimes long explanations are nice, but sometimes my brain just does not work with them. So a very quick and easy like explanation works very well for me as well. But yeah, I probably should need to look for that as well, for like how to do this. But it's mostly because I made this completely myself out of yarn, which not many people do, which is like, this is a lot different from normal wigs. I can understand that it's a little bit more difficult to find something for that. I got about 20 wigs, 100 or so, or wings, hundreds of wigs and a room full of cosplay stuff and fabrics. Ooh, yeah, well, I can feel that. Although I don't have as much as you yet. I do have quite a lot of stuff as well. But I am finishing things, because I finished... yeah. Yes, I don't know. But I just really like their style of video from Sarah. And also their cosplay. It looks so beautiful. I know. Well, good thing I have a summer project. Which, like, this is my attic. This is one room in my attic. I have a really big room, which is now my bedroom, actually. But I'm going to turn that into my sewing room. So, one, I'm going to have a lot more space to stuff more fabrics. I will also have an actual good cutting table or for my sewing machines. Or I will have 2 tables for sewing machines, cutting, whatever I want, pattern making. And also this one as well. But I want mostly this one for craft so that I can mess this one up. I can paint here, I can glue stuff, and then my fabrics will stay, you know, clean. Unless I work with fabric, I would rather do it here because it's a lot smaller space, so then it doesn't get too much all over the place, I suppose. But yeah, that's gonna be my summer project. I'm gonna move rooms again. Yay! Because when my sister moved out, I went into her room, which my previous room was the sewing room I have right now. So I'm gonna go back to my sewing room at the moment, and then bring my sewing room upstairs. So this whole attic will be for crafts and cosplay. So yeah, I'm gonna have so much space, and it's gonna be lovely. And my next thing I'm gonna save up for after TwitchCon is gonna be either a better PC or both of them. I want to buy a better PC and also buy an industrial sewing machine, which I'm gonna save up 2k for, which is gonna be a lot. But when I do have that, you know, I'm gonna have such a nice sewing machine. Because I really like the ones I'm using at my internship at the moment. And they're just so nice. I'm working on my crafting room to get back. Yeah, you were working on a closet, right? Oh, you have, yeah, like, I mean, the sewing, like the household sewing machine, they can be very great for different reasons, for like, how do I call that in English? But it's like the twin needle, I believe. And for like, because my sewing machine, or one of my sewing machines, can do an automatic buttonhole. So like, I only need to put a few settings in, and then I just need to press the pedal, and then it'll just make it for me. And I can also sew on buttons with it as well. Yeah, and I just found another secondhand site, the IKEA storage. Oh no, it was like 3,000. Was an investment, but I get a lot. Yeah, like from my internship, I heard like around 2,000 was a good point to start at. But I could also always save up more. But if I do win at TwitchCon, you know, I would not have to save up for that sewing machine. Because, like, if you win your category or fan favorite, then I think you get 4k. I don't quite sure if that was the same for the fan favorite, but I think it was. Not quite sure about that. And of course, if you win the grand prize, you get 10k in dollars. But you know, 4k in dollars, it's still more than €300 or 3,000 euros, which is like, I could get such a nice sewing machine if I do win, is what I realise. This includes embroidery. Oh, you've got an embroidery. Nice. Yeah, I got it's actually quite a shitty sewing machine, but I got a few pretty like stitch settings, I guess. It's like not really embroidery, but you could use it to make like little things that would resemble embroidery. Although it's like it's a Singer, and the Singer brand has gone down, like with the quality, like really badly. But I think I will buy either. I think I'm gonna, if I'm gonna buy an industrial sewing machine, I'm gonna buy a Global, or maybe a Brother, but I'm not quite sure. But at least a good one. Because I know one shop. I would need to drive to it, or at least ask my father to drive me to it, because I could buy them as like you don't need to be a business to buy a sewing machine there, which is quite nice, because many places where you can buy an industrial sewing machine, you need to be a business or have an official business name with all the like legal stuff that you need to have in order to buy there. But I don't need that at the place where my internships buys them. And they also have got like the steam irons and stuff, which is also just very nice to have as well. Because they can be a little stronger than a household iron. And I don't know, I use them at school as well, although they're a bit more industrial than the one we have at my internship. Just so many nice things I want to have, but they're just so expensive. But you know, if I do eventually get them, it will be very nice for my, because I do eventually want to start my own business at one point. And you know, to have that as well, it just makes making stuff look a lot more professional. And I don't know, I feel like whenever I do sew with an industrial sewing machine, it feels like I sewn it together a lot better. For some reason, even though, you know, a sewing machine or household sewing machine is still good, you know. You can still do a lot of things with it and it can still turn out really beautiful. But also depends on what kind of quality you have, of course. But you can still make a lot of stuff that are also very beautiful and very well crafted. Maybe it's just me though, but I don't know. I feel there is a quality difference. Yeah, like yeah. But I keep doing cosplay and such. Yeah, like cosplay, I think it will still be my hobby as well. But just making clothes in general, well, would like that to be my job. And if it's gonna be cosplay related or just normal or for like how do I say that in English? Or for like parties and stuff, for like fancy like parties or like weddings and stuff, I don't care, because I love making clothing no matter what it is. And for anyone as well. I just want to make clothes for everyone, and it doesn't matter what it is as long as I like making it. And that's mostly everything. And yeah, I don't know if I'll ever do any commissions for cosplays or not. I'll see what I'm gonna do, because there's so many options. There's just so many things I could do, and so many things I could create. And I would also like to make my own designs for stuff and see if people like it, because that's also one of the other things I would like to make one day on stream as well, is because I did make an own design for a hoodie as well, because I really like hoodies, if you couldn't tell. But I made it with a classmate of mine, and I did refine the patterns a little bit, but they could be better. So that's going to be a future project after this one, is actually make the hoodie, because I do have the fabrics already. Just maybe for the small little details, not anymore. But I think I could buy that, like small like batches of the stuff that I need. I've been talking a lot. You're like, who is never? Yeah, I couldn't tell myself as well. I just spontaneously, I just like them so much. Because, like, it's just something, even in hot weather, like, even in the summer, even though it's really hot, I will still continue to wear my hoodies because they make me so comfortable. And also because they keep me happy as well, which is quite important at the moment. And it's just, right now they keep me really warm, even though I've got like 2 other layers underneath this, because I get cold really fast. I don't know why, and yeah. I don't know if it's a problem, but I just get really cold fast. But yeah, I just do really, really love them because they're so comfy. Because they can look really nice and like I wouldn't say professional, but they don't look half that bad. Or how do I say that correctly? They don't look half bad. I don't know how to put that sentence, but they can look good, even though it is still a hoodie and it's supposed to be more casual. But yeah, I just really like them, and I've got so many ideas for hoodies, and I'm the opposite. I really get cold, but I get warm very fast. -1 is a good temperature for me. Oh yeah, I have a friend like that a person that I know is like that as well. Like, they really like the winter because they still wear t-shirts in the winter, and I'm like, what? I don't really get it, but like, yeah, I guess sometimes that does happen, I suppose. Some people are like that. And like we kind of call them a living radiator, because they are really warm. Like I don't know why, but they are warm. And like me, my friend, Shadow, by the way, we both are just, yeah, we are cold. Just like, maybe it's just at the beginning it's really hard for me to, like, how do I say that, like, my body doesn't really do well with temperature changes, so it takes like a really long time for me to like be comfortable in the weather. Like, if it gets colder, the first few like weeks that it's like actually really cold, it's like really hard for me to stay warm. But then after a while, I'm like, yeah, it's okay now. But it just takes a lot longer for me. And then it gets hot, I'm like, it's really hot. But then eventually, I think I'm also a lot better against warm weather. Probably because I've slept in the attic when it's it almost reached like 40 degrees here, and it probably was at one point in my room, because sometimes it gets warmer in the house than outside, which is also like, why? But yeah, I was able to sleep through it, even though my parents weren't able to sleep through the heat last summer. But that's probably also because they went on vacation and they went to the sea side, and that's where it still gets hot, but a lot less than in like the city and stuff. It's just less hot. I just don't do warms well. I don't know why. I always have my windows open in winter time. I don't think. Oh yeah, well, that's really good for when the prices are so high that you don't have to turn on your radiators in your house, because then you save up money. Woo! But yeah, I technically don't have a radiator in the attic, so I've got a heater, which it does the job nicely. Climatize your body, you mean? Yeah. But yeah, weather do be weird now though, because it's been raining a lot here, and I just heard on the radio today that it's gonna snow. And it's around 10 degrees. I'm like, I don't think that's how the weather works. Isn't a snow only supposed to be here when it's under, or like at 0 or minus that number? Like, I don't think that's how that works. I mean, the winter has been really cold, yes, but snow when it's 8 degrees outside? What? Like, I know climate change, yes, it is definitely here, but it's being really weird. Cappuccino! Hi. Is this okay? Hi. I hope you enjoy. I am working off stream. My bad. But I hope you enjoy that little watch. We had snow for weeks, but it's been around -15 most of the days. So, yeah. Our like winter, like we got like 3 or 2 weeks. There was -10 degrees, and then it went up to like 10 to 13 degrees again. And it's just been raining like non-stop, which is actually quite nice, because then maybe we won't get like wildfires and stuff because of drought, which also the government is trying to combat, because many of the farmers, because they can rule over how much water there is in the ground, they are actually causing the wildfires, basically, because they want to keep the ground dry, because they can make more crops throughout the whole year. But that means there is a lot of plants are dying because of it, and the government is like, yeah, no, we don't want to do that anymore, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. And like, no matter what you do, the farmers will always be angry at it. Like, I don't think you could do anything to make them happy at this point. Which is like, it is very complicated, but let's hope this year we won't have any fires. Because of a lot of rain, and because they're gonna change a few rules so that the ground is a lot more wet, basically. Because the Netherlands is supposed to be a very wet country, because we are below sea level, and we have many, I don't know how to call that though. It's a moeras in Dutch, but yeah, English words. I think they're on vacation, honestly. A swamp, yeah, that's the word. Because we've got a lot of swampland here. But it's basically not a swamp anymore. That's what's happening. That's what be happening. And it's not good. Because a lot of things are dying because of it. Only because farmers want to keep continuing doing their crops, which I guess I can understand. But most of the crops that they make are not for us, actually. They go outside of the country. They're for other countries. Because they make more money that way, which I can understand. Fair enough. But like, we are kind of destroying stuff though. And I don't think you can continue doing your job if that happens. So, you know, what you rather have? A little bit more mossy and swampy land, or not being able to continue doing your work because of drought? Most we have is forest trees and fisheries. 10% of the country. Yeah. Oh. We also have a lot of trees. But I don't think 70%. I think what you could say about the country is that we're 100% flat. Yes. We're below sea and we are flat. Which is like a very funny joke. Like, I can understand why people say the earth is flat. I mean, just look at the Netherlands. It's flat. Yeah, if you have a low population, like our country is like very small, and we've got like, for how big our country is, we've actually got quite a lot of people here. It's like 17 million, maybe already 18 million. I don't know, but around 17 to 18 million in like a very small country. I don't know if you know what the Netherlands looks like. But like it is bigger than Belgium. Belgium is like half of the Netherlands. But yeah, it's also very small. Like the... Oh, wow. So you got like 1.7 million then? If it's 10 times? Or if it's just a roughly estimation. I don't know. Doing maths sometimes is good, because I don't do well with maths in my head. So sometimes somebody's like, yeah, let's do that. Let's try and actually do math. Oh, nice. Yeah, that is a lot less people. That is a lot less people. But yeah, there's just so many people here. Which is like, you're twice as big. Dang. That is big. So instead of taking 3 hours to go from one to the other side, you take 6 hours, I suppose. Or well, depends on if you go up or down or from side to side. But yeah, we can do a road trip in 3 hours here in this country. If you go from all the way from Groningen to Luxembourg, it's about a 3 hour drive. Yeah. Because if I wanted to go to my aunt, it is going to be 1.5 to 2 hours, depending on if there's too much traffic or not. And I live in like the middle of the Netherlands, and my aunt lives like on the underside or the south. Okay, north. Yeah, the south. Sorry, it's something that I also can't remember. But yeah, it's pretty far away. Well, for me, it feels very far away. It might not be for other people. They're like, 1.5 hours? That's so close by. Yeah, sometimes you have to, because we have almost no big cities. Oh yeah, that also is like for me, I could go to a big city in like half an hour. That's how, like, I am a pretty central place as well, because I'm like in a town that's surrounded by bigger cities, and a lot of people here live here so they don't have to like pay as much as like living in the city, but they can go really easily to like 3 cities, which is like, for me it's quite nice, because I go to school in like one city and it takes me half an hour to get there by bus, and then for my other school for like my high school and stuff, I would go the other direction. I would bike half an hour. And for like a convention as well that I go to, like it's the Dutch Comic Con, it's like a half an hour with the train. So like in a half hour I could get to 3 cities, depending on what transport I have. I arrived in a big city, but I live in the middle of nowhere. There's an hour travel, yeah. That is a lot longer than how I travel. Well, unless for my internship, because I do travel a lot more for my internship. It's like, depending on which train I take, it's an hour or an hour and a half. Although with like the entire travel time, it's mostly all of the time it's gonna be 1.5, because I do like to be earlier. So I will still be traveling like 1.5 hour, but the other one just takes a little less time than the other. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. My bad. I just be mumbling. I just be talking. And it's nice. Because today at work, like, we talk, but, you know, you just do still need to do your work, which is, like, understandable. Although we've worked, like, the first week after our vacation, we worked, like, a little too hard. And now this week we literally had nothing to do. Well, trains here are a thing. They might show up, might not. It's a 50-50. If it's busy, they're right. Otherwise, nope. No. Yeah, having good transportation or like public transportation is like quite nice here. Also, since everything is close by, you can just go by bike if you're willing to do that. Because some people think like biking like 12 kilometers is like a lot. For me, that's easy. I can do that in 45 minutes. Like, I can do that. I can go and bike that much. Because biking for me is like a very easy way to get around myself. Because I don't own a car. I never bike, yeah. I mean, if everything's so far away, then I could understand that you wouldn't bike. Because it's just gonna take a lot of time. It is a slower kind of transportation, but I can understand for some people it isn't really, like, you know, a thing. And also because it is like kind of a culture thing as well here in the Netherlands that everyone bikes. Like, everyone learns to bike at 4 years old. Like, everyone just does that. Because even though you might not bike as much in your life, every parent wants to know how... parent wants you to learn how to bike, basically. Because it's a pretty handy skill. And also we do like a little exam. Like, it's like a road exam, which you take on like paper, like how you would for if you wanted to get your driver's license. And the other one is like you go with your bike and you bike around like a little course that they build up, which is just basically a big circle that you bike in the street, and like some examinators will be standing around and looking at you and how you bike on the road, and if you are following the rules and stuff like that. And if you do it correctly, you get your diploma. There is a name for it, but I can't remember what it's called. But we have that in school as well. Yeah, I've been there to Utrecht, to train station there, and had to bike like thousands. Oh, yeah. You probably went with the OV-fiets or the OV bike, I guess you could say in English. But yeah, Utrecht is so mooi. Or so pretty. Sorry. Because I know how to say those names in Dutch, so then my sentence also goes to Dutch. Oh, erg mooi. Ja, erg mooi. Zo prachtig. That's like, oh, it's a little fun little joke we have about like I call her my fake grandma, because, well, she's the girlfriend of my grandpa, basically. And she's a very much Luxembourg. Yeah, that is Luxembourg. Yeah. Sorry, I just can't remember if I said that correctly, but they've got that very thick accent. And it's just we like to make fun of her, basically. But we got it done. Ta-da! We sewn all this in like 1.5 hours. Now on to the third row. Or do I want to? 'Cause where are they? They start like here, don't they? I'm gonna draw a little. And like, or if I could do like the really heavy accent for that, if you would like to know how that sounds like. Because it just sounds so funny for if you know Dutch. It just sounds so funny. And yeah, it is kind of making fun of them. It is. But it's all in good fun. Oh, you know Dutch. Nice. Yeah, I sometimes forget. No way! Oh, whoa! Thank you, person. I'm gonna see. Again! Thank you so much. Oh. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I can see, because I get the different notification. I didn't see it on my screen again. Why? Oh. Well, I'm gonna say thank you again, because you're nice, and I say thank you way too much. But yeah, some accents in Dutch are like, sometimes you don't even know what they're saying, and others are like, that's how you speak Dutch. It's just so funny to me. But yeah, we're gonna put the third row on. Like, I might, I could go to this screen, although it's like really bad. Like, I can't find a good angle for this. There we go. But I'm gonna be over here. It's like, no. But thank you again, we hit our goal. Yes, and now the fourth row. I said it wrong. But we finished the third row. Look, we beautifully, if I can put this, yeah, there we go. This is the third row, all done, and it's getting very long and very hairy. This is gonna be very long-haired venti. Yeah, I met a person there, and I know Dutch. I can communicate, and they were 20s, I think, and spoke to me, and I was, wait, what language is that? Yeah, we had a go, because I lowered it a little bit, because I think I will have enough to buy the green fabric now, because I bought all the other fabrics with a discount. So, yay! I will make it over to my like bank account so that I can actually buy stuff with it. And I am gonna hopefully buy such a pretty fabric for it. I really hope to get something, although it will take me some time, because I want to go to a market, which is at a specific time really early on the Saturdays. And yeah, I just need to find the right time to go. But very exciting thing, I think I will do the braids first, because I have enough like space to do it, I think this will be good. And they're so long. It's such a long... Yeah. Thank you so much to Neurotic, Lunatic. I forget if you had a nickname. I'm really bad at remembering. Or you're so cool. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna do the braid, which is like twice as long. But yeah, oh, it's gonna look so pretty, so pretty. I just can't wait till it's done. Oh, I really can't wait. So I'm kind of gonna have to. Oh, you're so nice. I do really appreciate it. Because I do want to save the money myself as well. But I kind of realise it's kind of difficult for me, so I do really appreciate it. I do. Is that... This one's a little higher, isn't it? How do we fix that? Putting this one a little... Sorry, I'm just trying to see if this is straight, I guess. Like if it's horizontally correct. Because that was one problem with my first ever wig. Was that it was a little wonky. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, thank you for supporting the fellow cosplayers. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sew this one on, just the single one, because this little bit is gonna go for the wefts, I think. I might add more, I might not, but yeah, they're gonna be, I might have drawn them a bit wonky. So I do have to see if everything's on the same level. There we go. And I think I will go for like another 45. Another 45. So yeah. We're gonna go a little longer today, 2.5 hours. Which I think is a good amount of time. But we're getting so far. And I'll probably make a pretty picture of this tomorrow as well. Because then I might have sunlight. Because I don't have that right now. I don't have the sunlight. Also, there's still hair glued on here by the... Because for my first ever week, I sprayed it completely full with hairspray. And I did maybe a little too much. And I see there's still some like fibers from the yarn on the head. Because it got glued down by the hairspray. Always love when the cosplayers support each other. Yeah. Like, I mean, competition is kind of always there. Especially when you're actually in a competition. But I really hate making knots. I made 3 knots on the same one again. Oh, but yeah. I do really appreciate it, because I also want to support other cosplayers, but one person that I do know that does really need the help isn't really streaming anymore. Why? I'm not quite sure. Or I miss them because they're in America. And if they stream in like the evening, I'm sleeping because it's like midnight or after midnight. And Brady, thank you for the hydrate. But they're a very cool cosplayer as well. And they are thinking of entering the Twitch cosplay competition, but then in America, basically. So I think, I don't know if it's in San Diego all the time for the Americans. But yeah, they think of doing that one. But I have not seen their streams in a hot second. Do I like this? Oh, I changed it a little bit to the side more. Sorry, I have some songs in my head that I've been hearing on the radio. Because we listen to Sky Radio. I don't know if you know that station as well. But it's a pretty popular one here in the Netherlands. Oh, it's the... I done a few streams ages ago, but very little time for... yeah, that's understandable. Now, I might stream more once I'm finished with school. Because I do really like streaming, and I think I just want to show my progress, and I just want to create and make stuff with you guys because it's a lot of fun. So I will work like a few days at a different job eventually, and then the rest of the time I will be like creating and doing stuff to eventually make my own business. And I would like to stream that and show you guys all the things, and maybe you come up with like very cool ideas and we can make it together. You know, it sounds like a lot of fun. And yeah, I also just want to do cosplay and continue that, and just, I don't know, I just really like streaming. And it might change later on, of course. But for now, I just really like it. I'm sorry, I'm working off stream. Or not in frame, at least. I might do some Comic Cons. Oh yeah. That's nice as well. My own shadow is annoying me. It's in the way. I am my own worst enemy, after all. What the hell is doing it? What are you doing? Bruh. What? Sorry. It got tangled up in a really weird way. There we go. Did you really have to be this weird? I really did not. But alright. Okay. So I'm stuck to it. Nice. Love that. I don't. There we go. Let's hope that's stuck well enough. Or I really hope, because the last time I made this, I did glue them well enough. I just really hope that's going to be the case again, because I could really yank onto the wefts and they would not break. So let's hope it's going to be the same thing again. Oh, but this will. The only downside of using yarn is you will make a mess out of your clothing a little bit. With this more high quality yarn, I feel like it's a little less messy. But with the yarn that I used for my first, it just so many fibers everywhere on my clothes, and especially because it was a black and white as well, it was so bad. Ooh. But so far I have not had too many problems with this one, which is quite nice. Yeah, like it's the same with like when you cut fur or like furry fabrics, or like if you have like something that is very easily hairy and just tiny little snippets, because like with flock print as well, it can be really annoying as well. I have noticed, because I made a cool dino vest for my brother, and it was a flock print. In cutting it out, it did get a bit messy, but that's because it wasn't completely out of flock print, or the designs weren't that big. But if you had a bigger like design for the flock print, oh no, that's not good. But yeah, I'm really happy that, and maybe just because it's a bit higher quality as well, because I used to get it on my clothes when I was working with it, and especially when cutting it out, it was just terrible basically. And like it would, because I am using wood for this, it would like stick to it and just it would be all hairy all around. And I'm very happy that this one does not make such a mess. Oh well, first time I worked a silicone mold in my kitchen. Oh yeah, I have never worked with silicone as well. Oh, it must be messy as well. Which is gonna be a thing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use resin for this cosplay, because there were a few little like gems and jewelry. Mostly for props, yeah. Yeah, I know someone used it to make like hands and stuff, like a mold for like, I think it's like someone was like holding someone else's hand and they wanted to pour that and make something out of resin. I can't remember the YouTuber though. But like I also saw people use it to make like hoofs for, I don't know if you ever seen those videos, but where people take like heels and take the heel bit off and then make like hoofs out of the shoes. Which is very cool as well, but they also use molds and like I think it's cement or something that kind of looks like cement to like make the hoof basically. I don't know quite what material it was again, but I know you could use it for that as well. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm sorry. But yeah, because a few things I will probably need to buy soon as well is leather paint for the shoes. I'm gonna need... What else did I need? I need foam clay, because I think I'm gonna make the vision out of foam clay and stuff like that. But I think that's the best material because it's very light, I believe. Or you can make it very light. Yeah, but I probably used wood for that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you could also use that. I mean, if you try hard enough, you could make anything out of anything. And the same with like, I don't know if you were in Jelly Stream, but they are gonna make the next cosplay completely by hand, and they were like, but you need a sewing machine for something, right? I'm like, if you try hard enough, you can sew anything by hand. Also, green stuff is handy for small trinkets. What's green stuff? I don't quite get that. Because there's a lot of green stuff out there. I mean, you got leaves and grass and other stuff that's green. It's got green. Oh, that's literally the name of it? Okay. That's funny. Oh, I've never heard about green stuff before. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate as well, Shadow. Thank you so much. I will have to look that up because I've never heard about green stuff before. Oh, I think it's like... Well, I'm getting green putty from Green Stuff World. I don't know if that's the one that you mean, but it's a clay 2 parts. You combine it and other bits. Oh, kind of like... Oh, how is that? There's this different clay that I know I could buy, which is kind of like the same as well in... I know, I don't know if you know Delightful, but they make really beautiful dolls. Or they like take Monster High dolls and repaint them basically. And they use that kind of clay as well. But I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, okay. Thanks. I am gonna look into that. Maybe it's a new material I might also use. And also thanks.
The time is 10 o'clock p.m.
Think that up. Thank you so much for telling us the time again. This is actually the time I would probably stop. But I want to continue if this wants to work with me today. But it probably isn't because there's a... There we go. Also, it did not... No. I really need to remember to pull down on the thread here. I'm gonna have to fix that. Sorry, give me a second. And useful and not expensive. Oh, nice. I might look into that. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's a lot cheaper. Oh, and belt molds. Nice. Because nice. On this effect. Yeah, I won't. Well, won't it? I'm gonna redo this little part of your hair because I did not. I don't know if you can see it, but I did not pull on the thread, so it's a little loose, which is not what I want. But I forgot to do a few times with this one. Just kind of. Why did I do that? Why me? But yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Maybe I'll use that instead of the other ones because I do have some leftover clay, but I think it's too brittle. Like when it dries, it's not like really that sturdy. So, I might use it for the lion, but I'm not quite sure because that project is still a bit on hold. Because I'm gonna change the pattern. I don't like it. It's a little too chunky for my liking, and maybe a little too long. So I'm gonna make it smaller and like thinner, I suppose. And then once I did that, I'm gonna make a tri model. It's like kind of like a mock-up, but then for wood. Because we did see a few, because me and my dad went to the store to buy some wood, but it's quite expensive. And we could not find the right size of wood. So we're gonna use the stuff that we have at home first and see if that works. And see if I can actually make it. Because we're kind of debating if I'm still be able to make it or not. And I mean, if I will not be able to finish it on time, I can always still continue it afterwards, and then I won't put it in the entry basically. And I'll just do the rest of the cosplay like it. That's no big deal. But I think I forgot to explain one little piece that was quite important. So I probably have to talk to my dad about that I forgot to do. Because they think I'm going to make it out of one piece of wood, but I always wanted to make it a 2-layered one. Which I think they did not really understand that. I don't think they understood that. Which I'm probably going to tell again. Once I remake the pattern, which I will do off stream as well. Because I want to do that this weekend, and this weekend I will be busy. I could have time to stream, but I think I'm going to be too tired to stream. Because I'm going to do so much. Because I also realized when I do the quilting bee and work, then the next day I'm like too tired to stream. Even though I will have like 2 hours of work. I will work 2 hours on the Sunday. Which like I will get extra money for it, because like instead of like my normal salary for that day, it'll be doubled. Which is quite nice, but just for 2 hours though. Which is just like kind of sad. Like I don't know why I'm on that day. Like I don't know what they've been doing with my like schedule for work. It's been a little whack recently. But I mean, alright, I suppose. It doesn't really bother me that much, but I'm like, why? Why this? But yeah. So I'll probably post a picture in my Discord for that. And thank you again, Brady, for the hydrant. I will do it in a second. Just gonna put this stitch in. I'll probably finish this one, and then I'll pin a few others, and then I think I'll stop. Because I'm gonna be up early tomorrow again as well. Even though I am able to wake up early a lot easier, which is quite nice. But that's probably because I've been waking up at 5:50 in the morning every day. Or well, it's 1 clock that I have, and the other one is like 1 hour later, which is the time I actually need to wake up. It's like 6:50. But you know, to hear your 4 in the morning is even worse. Like my dad needed to wake up at 4 in the morning as well, and sometimes even 10 minutes till 4 in the morning. And then, or when it was really busy, he would work until like 8 or 10 p.m, which is like an ungodly amount of time to be at work. Well, he doesn't work there anymore, which is good. He has normal working hours, or well, what society would deem normal, like a 9 to 5. It's the most normal job you could have, or hour time for a job, which is what I've been having. But I need to travel 1.5 hours to get to my internship, which I basically did to myself because I chose to stay there. I chose that job. It's like I'm really happy that I chose that to stay there, because now I don't get paid for my internship, because they're basically like not required to pay us. Like they don't have to. They could, but they don't have to. Travel forces me to get up early. Yeah, I also like the work, although I am tired more easily after work. It is like, I feel like I was very productive. Like with school and stuff, I don't really feel productive. Which I also like, if I have to go to school at 9, I do also wake up early, but not as early, because it's like an easier travel for me. Oh, well, oh, you mean when I go home, it's shower, food, and coma. Yeah, for me it's just food and coma, and maybe if I need to do like something on my laptop, then that's what I'll do. I don't normally take showers much, but that's a bit of a me problem. Oh, and again, in the stretch, I'll check my posture as well, because I'm sitting very interesting. Wait. Oh, that's my back. Wee. And yes, Braille's been lurking. He's been keeping me hydrated, which is quite nice. Also, You guys know what you could get me for my birthday now. An Adopt Me plushie. Duck's looking, oh, thank you. I really love it as well. I'm gonna show you guys soon when I'm done with this one. Because I'm doing the braids first. So that I know that I place them correctly. And I'm at that kind of point. Because this is where the third one is. And this is where I start with the braid. What? It was kind of a joke, but it would be funny though. So yeah, that's okay. Good night. It was lovely seeing you again, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. That you get to do a lot of fun stuff. Thank you. Bye bye, and thank you so much for the donation as well. I really appreciate it again. And once I buy the fabric, I will credit you for helping me buy that beautiful fabric. Yes, have a good evening. Bye bye. Yeah, have a food night. Yeah, let's just eat food all night. That's a very funny mistake. I like that misspelling. just yeah, I'm just gonna eat food all day. I heard Fortnite. No, food night. But it could also be Fortnite. Yes. We do the Fortnite. Oh, I really like that meme still of like, oh my gosh, they made the anime about the Fortnite skins. Whoa. Because like, I don't know, it's a bit of a stereotype thing as well. But it's the funny thing about Fortnite that like, oh my gosh, that they made this show about the Fortnite skins. Or well, I saw a meme of them recently again. And it's like, no, this existed for a lot longer than Fortnite existed. But it's just very funny. Well, to me at least. It's almost done. Well, there's like one weft. Oh no. Yeah. It's like, oh, I saw that meme about Naruto. Because, you know, Naruto's been around for a very long time. And then just to see that joke is just golden. But let's go to a different screen. Same with songs. Oh, it's a TikTok zone. Yeah. This one, yeah. Look. If it wants to go. This is how long the wefts are. Very long. This is gonna be long-haired venti, guys. This is gonna look really pretty, but this is if it wants to show up. Like in daylight, it looks a lot prettier. The blue in the stuff really comes out a lot prettier, actually. But yeah, like, oh, yeah, it's so long. Oh, and I think I'll pin a few more. But yeah, that's yeah. It's making me very happy. Let's go back to this one because it's mirrored. It's mirrored. No. But I did hear like the trial period for like the competition will start around February, March, and will be ending around April, May, kind of. So that's gonna be like the period I could expect where I need to stream 15 hours to get into the competition. And then after that, I will still have time to finish it, of course. Hopefully, with my exams and stuff. Because, oh, my teacher is getting me very, very anxious to start at school again. Because they've already, like, it's quite nice to hear about my schedule for the first week already. But I'm gonna start on my exam for entrepreneur stuff. Like, it's for when you have your own business and making stuff so that people know how much they need to pay and things like that. So, no, not like you can spread it around in a few streams. So some people do like 4 streams that total are gonna be 15 hours. Or some just take a little bit more. Also, a lot of people will be joining Twitch more as well when that time period comes. So there'll probably be a lot more people joining the competition as well, which is gonna be very interesting as well to see who's gonna join and who my competition is gonna be. Also, do I want to start with this one? So I'm just gonna see how much. Don't break it, of course. And I don't think I can do a 15-hour stream. No, I want these first. And then have these over here. Okay, what looks awesome? Sorry, I'm just curious. Cosplay crests. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, you posted that. That looks so pretty. Fancy editing. That almost looks like an art piece as well. Holy dang. Sorry. I missed that. Oopsie. But yeah, I think my limit will be 6 hours. Mostly because I have a lot of other stuff in my life going on that also need to be done. Unfortunately. But I think we can get to 15 hours in like in around the time we need to. Do I need to continue that one first? These. I'm just gonna try get the ones I need, because I do have these are shorter ones. This is another bigger one. 2, 4, 6, 8, ja. 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. Okay, because these are the shorter ones, which are gonna go on last. Wait. Sorry, yeah, I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm doing it correctly, and if not, I need to take them out. Could we maybe play a game somewhere? This. I'm not sure if I can. But if I have time, I'll let you know, because I have some plans for this weekend to do. And I'm gonna be very busy with work and stuff as well. So it depends if I'm really tired or not. And if not, it can always be next week. Or next weekend. It's gonna be the little bundles. But I'm not quite sure if I'm doing these correct, so I'm not gonna continue with this ones yet. But I've put the first one in, Yeah, understandable. I'm sorry. Work has planned me in for this whole weekend, which is quite weird because they never do that. But it just happens, I suppose. Also, how much do I have left? Because I have 75 wefts. I have 75. But now it already feels like I don't have enough. It's like probably not. And I'm just imagining things. Just maybe I'm just making it feel like I need a lot more than I actually do. But yeah, in like 2 weeks. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't. Well, I will have a longer weekend in around 2 weeks. Yeah, I know. So many wefts. So many wefts. But maybe not enough. I'm just gonna place them. I don't think I'll sew them. But I'm just gonna place them so that I can see if it's the right thing. Put a little higher with this one as well. Also, yeah, lot of question for you, Shadow. What should I do with my birthday? I know it's not gonna be here yet in like a lot of months, but I really am not sure what to do this year. I really am very unsure, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you know? 'Cause I don't know if you want to come by again, and or if you have the time to come by. Because my birthday is gonna be on a Thursday this year. Which is also very great. But yeah, it just came up in my head, and I don't know what to do. Just a random thought that I was thinking today, like, oh yeah, my birthday. That's a thing. I don't know my internship days yet, so yeah, that's true. I don't know my work situation either. And or my exams, because my birthday is in the middle of my exams. Great! Yeah. It'll probably be in the weekends anyway. Because on the Thursday is when I have my exams. Woo! Which is like very weird to have your birthday when you have your exams. It's weird. I don't know. I just thought to ask. Because apparently last year a lot of people wanted to come by to celebrate my birthday. Which is just a tiny bit weird. Because, like, I haven't been celebrating my birthday for a very long time. Like, at least not as, like, Rose does. Because Rose, they still celebrate their birthdays, like, if, like, they were in kindergarten still. This one bended? No. No. Also, this one isn't looking the best. We've got another defect one. And that's why I made extra. This is why I made extra. so I can just throw away the ones that I don't like. That always makes me nervous. And like last time, suddenly my internship is going to take like 80% of them. Yeah, I can understand that you're gonna be very busy. So, I mean, if you don't have time, that's understandable. I mean, I don't really have to celebrate my birthday because I really don't know what I'm gonna do. So it's probably just gonna be a weekend. Maybe I'll stream and do a birthday stream for the first time. Woo! That could be fun. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just have no idea what I'm gonna do. Or what I'm gonna do. Is this too much hair? I have no idea. Because last time, there's a lot of hair here as well. I could skip this one. Do it like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it in the middle of the week. It's just sad that my birthday is in the middle of the week. But that's mostly it. Like, I don't think anyone, unless you've got like so much free time and or you are retired, I think that's the only time you would do that. I've been thinking maybe we can camp in the summer instead, like we work, but oh yeah, because they don't like tents, because they're an entitled bitch, or well, not really, but they're a little bit whiny. But yeah, we could do that, although where? That's gonna be a question. Yeah, a bit. I think. Yeah. We realise now why does it have to be near your place though? We could go somewhere else. We could go to so many. That is true. But Noord-Holland heeft ook een strand. And it has big waves. Of course, the potential qual, maar you know, it's the ocean. That's reasonable. Is the ocean. But yeah, that's I mean, we could still think about it. Let's go to Paris first. Let's do that first. You know, sort of. Well, you don't have to swim. Also depends if I can actually swim. Because of my surgery and stuff. I'm not quite sure what they said about like rivers and or lakes, I mean, and oceans, but I can't swim in like swimming pools for like half a year because scars and stuff, they don't do well with chlorine. But I'm not sure what they would say about like fresh or salt water, so I guess I could ask. I guess I should ask what the doctor says about it. Okay, so I pinned all of these down. This is going to be the fourth row. I won't do them today because I'm actually going to need to stop. But that's what we've done so far. I will make a picture of it, and it's way too long. Oh, I realize now I made the mistake. I made it way too long. Oh well. that happens. We still got a bunch left, which is good. A few of them I did not choose because they're a bit but it already feels that I'm running out. Yeah, I probably should ask more. There's always scissors. I don't quite understand what you mean by that, but alright. Alright, mate. Oh yeah, that was for that one. Woo! Is there anyone live? Just want to see. Because I don't really, Oh yeah, that's true. I did not know which comment that was for. My bad. They took long. Yeah, that's the nice thing. I can always make them shorter. I can't make them longer. That's a bit more difficult. But Vile is live. That's cool. But Shifty then, they're playing Star of the Valley though. Oh, there's so many people live though. Do we want to go to a Makers and Crafter or go to a Stardew Valley gameplay? I know what kind of I'm doing, so I think I'm gonna go and raid Shift the Block because they're a very cool bean as well. You live. I don't know if he's still here. He's been lurking, which is okay. But yeah, little beautiful head. I know. But yes, what I want to do is I want to say a very big thank you to Lunatic. I forgot the other part of your name. I'm so sorry. But I really, really want to thank you again for reaching our goal. We hit like, it's probably not going to be 50 exactly. Yeah, neurotic. Lunatic, yeah. It's not going to be exact 50 euros because dollars and euros and PayPal conversion. But I will have a lot more than I would have without it, which is like, I still thank you so much. It really makes my day. That means that I can do a lot more, which is really nice. I don't know if I will redo a goal because I still need to save for a lot of other stuff. But I might just take it away for a bit because we reached the goal. And I want to thank everyone else for joining today. It's been a really lovely evening. We did a lot. Still, we still need to do a lot. It is a very slow process, but it is a fun one. And I hope to see you guys next time. And I still don't have a raid message. I want to get to that one day. But we're gonna raid to Shifty Blook, who's playing Stardew Valley. He's a very cool bean as well. And yeah, we're gonna raid him. I'm here in stream. Yes. Hey, really. We're gonna stop. We're gonna raid into a Shifty Blook. And yeah, I really hope everyone's gonna have a lovely evening and hope they have a lovely weekend as well. I'll see you next week on the Friday. And yeah, if you want to join the Discord, by the way, for progress pictures, I have a Discord. I don't know if you want to do the command, but yeah. So you can join the Discord if you want. I also have a YouTube. That's not the one that I have. Just exclamation point YouTube. is fine. But I also have a YouTube, so if you want to see back streams that I did before, you can see them there. But for now, we're gonna join Shifty, wee, and we're gonna have a really cool and chill time there as well. They're a very chill streamer, and their OC, or the character that they are. No, but I'm gonna say bye. So bye. Bye bye. You just came back at the wrong time. Oop. But yeah, bye bye.